Problem number 14, more reading. Okay, lots of reading, inequalities. This will probably be just a matter of interpreting the statement of the problem in words as a mathematical inequality. Let's see. A shipping service restricts the dimensions of the boxes it will ship for a certain type of service. Okay. The restriction states that for boxes shaped like rectangular prisms, that's just a funky way of saying rectangular boxes, the sum of the perimeter of the base of the box and the height of the box cannot exceed 130 inches. That's weird. I don't think any shipping service would state anything in terms of the perimeter, which is the sum of all the four sides. But okay. The perimeter of the base is determined using the width and the length of the box. If a box has a height of 60 inches and its length is 2.5 times the width, which inequality shows the allowable width x in inches of the box? So first I want to say that when you have a problem where something is 2.5 times the other quantity, make sure when you solve the problem that you use the right quantity. So if they're saying length and width and you do your calculation, pay attention to whether the question asks the question about the length or the width and do the right one. Okay, so let's see here. First we have to subtract 60 from 130, which will tell us how much is allowed for the perimeter of the base, and that's 70. Now we have to be careful. The length is 2.5 times the width, and width is x. So the length is 2.5 times x. And combined, it's 3.5 times x. That's the length plus the width. Now to get to the perimeter, we have to multiply it by 2 because the perimeter has 2 lengths and 2 widths. So it's 7x. And that must be less than 70. 7x is less than 70. X has to be below 10. And that's option A. So for this problem, I think it would actually be okay to write some numbers on a piece of paper. Now I know you like writing stuff on a piece of paper. I'm just advocating doing less of it. Doing more in your head to just keep moving forward at a good pace with good rhythm without wasting too much energy and without straining your eyes. Another one of those valuable resources you have on the test. So the answer is A. Once again, lots of reading, not that much work. And again, this is an example of what I was talking of, putting yourself into the situation. Now this is a strange shipping company that talks about perimeters. That's unlikely. But you can understand this kind of calculation in real life. So imagine that you have a box. What would you do? You know, you have a box, you have to ship it. You know, I put myself into that frame of mind. This is the stipulation given to me by the shipping company. Does my box satisfy these requirements? So that's the calculation I would do in real life. Slowly, not in a rush.